So Canelo Alvarez has told Oscar De La Hoya, his promoter, that he wants to fight May 2nd, and he wants to bring Cinco de Mayo, the Mexican weekend holiday, back to Mexico. Canelo's Mexican born and bred, born and raised. And Oscar says, I have orders to Canelo to reserve that date for him. And he says, as a promoter, I have to get that date for him. Oscar said to a reporter. And yeah, so we all know that's Mayweather's date. That's Mayweather always fights in September and Cinco de Mayo weekend in May. So how will that work out? Will Mayweather fight that and try to beat that matchup? But who else could? Because if Canelo is gonna fight in May, if it's Miguel Cotto, it's going to be a huge event. It's going to be Mexico versus Puerto Rico, and pay-per-view is going to do great. That fight is one of the biggest fights in the sport today. So how is Mayweather going to beat that with Mayweather versus Khan? Really, I don't think that would beat a Canelo versus a Canelo versus Cotto matchup, or like a Mayweather versus a Danny Garcia or something like that. That's just not going to beat that. And you would think the venue and the networks would want to see Canelo versus Cotto because that's going to make more money. And yeah, the only matchup Floyd could generate more money than Canelo versus Cotto is a Pacquiao versus Mayweather fight. That one would probably secure him that date. Or will Mayweather just wait until September and not only fight once that year? So there's a lot of things to talk about here. What will happen in May, we don't know. But Canelo has given specific instructions that he wants that day, May 2nd. He wants to fight on that weekend. And Bob Arum's been talking to Oscar De La Hoya. They've been kind of making up lately, and they want to make big fights happen. So what will happen? Will Canelo face Cotto? That's a super fight likely to happen, hopefully. And if it does, hopefully we see that fight instead of Mayweather getting that weekend, because we all know a Canelo versus Cotto is way better than a Mayweather versus Khan or a Mayweather versus anyone else but Pacquiao, really. Unless it's Mayweather versus Pacquiao or Mayweather versus Golovkin, then I don't want to really see it. I want to see Canelo versus Cotto on that weekend. So, yeah, the battle for pay-per-view supremacy for this weekend has begun. Who will get that weekend? Will it be Mayweather? Will it be Canelo? Because Oscar De La Hoya, as his promoter, he says, I will have to get him that date. And apparently Mayweather has been having some problems with pay-per-view numbers lately. We know that. It was under 1 million with the first Maidana fight. The second Maidana fight, the numbers hasn't came out yet. And apparently Mayweather has been rumored to be splitting with longtime co-manager and friend Leonard Ellerbe. He will not be working for Mayweather anymore, apparently. So there's a lot of things going on. Who will get that date? Will Canelo bring back Cinco de Mayo holiday back to the Mexicans? And will we see a Mexican versus Puerto Rico traditional boxing war? Hopefully we get to see that instead of a Mayweather boring, holding, running fight. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like my videos. The only fight I would like to see during that May weekend is Pacquiao versus Mayweather, or Canelo versus Cotto, or Mayweather versus Golovkin.